Hello and welcome to another episode of The Cosmic Cafe, the companion podcast to thecosmiccircle.com. I'm Isla Ruby and today we're talking about monsters, the MonsterVerse that is. We have an exclusive chat with Mari Yamamoto and Anders Holm from Apple TV Plus's Monarch, Legacy of Monsters. So take cover in your Godzilla shelter and enjoy. Hi, it's so nice to meet you both.
Hey, what's up?
You too.
So I have a lot of questions for you, and I'm gonna start with you, Murray. So, you know, your character, your character dies in the first episode. This isn't not a spoiler because it's the first episode. Did you film that? Was that like the first thing you filmed, or was it, non-linearly filmed? Did you film the scenes from, 53 and 54 beforehand? How did that work?
I think the first day, the first week of the shoot was the scene where we encounter the Russian boy in the
Hmm.
forest. And that was a really eventful day because um, we encountered a bear in the forest.
Oh,
So that was really fun in the Canadian forest.
what did you do?
We clapped and said, "Go away, bear."
Yeah,
There's a video of that moment, and I I think it's Wyatt, but he's like, "Bear, go away, bear," and trying
yeah.
to
I,
chase it
I
away.
stood behind Wyatt and he handled the situation.
I slowly backed away, and
Yeah,
then yeah, that was a eventful day. That was the first day, and I sprained my ankle and all these things. So
that's right.
I was, yes, a very fun first day. And I think that scene came after, I think we shot the stuff inside the Lawton next, and then it was the reactor scene. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh
Mhm.
wow. Um, so Anders, for you, your character is essentially, a young John Goodman, his character from Skull Island. Can you talk about,
Yeah.
did you get any advice from him before doing this? Did you what did you do to get into the mindset?
I wish, we were kind of ships in the night. He filmed his bit, and obviously was in Skull Island, and then I was filming my stuff separately. It was a strange show. You'd see people coming and going and you'd never work with them, but you'd be like, but you're my granddaughter. You know what I mean? Like it was very fascinating. And sometimes you'd run into people and introduce yourselves and be like, hey, so like how's your side of the show? It was interesting. But yeah, I wish I could get advice from him. He's one of the all-time greats. And a piece of advice they gave me when like the show started, they're like, don't worry, like you don't have to do like a John Goodman impression. You don't have to do what he does. And I was like, that's great. I can't do what he does. He's John Goodman. You know what I mean? Like he's got that John Goodman energy. And I just kind of did my thing, and hopefully people don't care and it's okay. We'll see.
Well, I think it works out great. I love this show, and I'm again so excited to talk to you both. Can you talk about, so besides the bear, because that seems really challenging, can you talk about, Murray, was there anything really, and for you too, Anders, was there anything really like challenging that you can talk about that's not a spoiler to bring to life to just kind of get on screen as an actor or just filming technically, anything like that?
Hmm. I would say you did ask me about it, the scene where I fall to my death. I think I have an extreme fear of heights
Oh,
and
oh.
speed, and I was on the wire. They asked me, "Do you mind being, dropped on the wire?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, sure, sure." Like I just thought that's what you do, so I said yes, and then we started doing it, and I was like, "Uh-oh, what did I sign up for?" And it was extreme exposure therapy. So
Yes.
I would wait for them to like for the last minute to take me up because if you're suspended for like a while up there, I was just gonna have a panic attack. So I just went up right before and then like dropped and then, kept doing that. And I think I've conquered, yeah, conquered maybe the height bit. I think I'm okay now. So that was great.
Were there a lot of takes to that, or was that kind of a once you're up there, you're done?
No, we did multiple. We did a lot. Yeah.
Oh
It's
boy.
a human yo-yo
Yeah,
up and down.
literally. Yeah. That was me. So, yeah.
How about for you, Anders?
I would say the hardest part of the shoot was keeping my pants high, so that it was, period accurate. Um, and then probably the easiest thing for me was driving stick. As Mari knows, it was pretty smooth. I'd never done it before, and then, we got in the car and it was just super smooth sailing.
I'm
Not bumpy at all. No
No,
one got hurt.
no, not janky at all. No
Yeah,
seatbelts. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
I'd never driven stick, so that was rough.
the car did catch on fire one time.
That's
how did
right.
There was that too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
how
we were on a processing trailer, and I think there was just a piece of, I don't know, plastic or something that got caught by the
mm.
under the tire, and then it just started smoking as we were driving, and I was like, I think it smells like fire, and people were like, no, it definitely doesn't. I'm like, well, it smells like burning rubber, and I don't know what's going on. And then like a flame just showed up next to us, and we're like, okay, let's go out that door and get another car on the trailer or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
truly
a lot of crazy things happen.
adventures on set. Yes.
Yeah.
wow. Okay, moving away a tiny bit from the show. So, do you guys have a favorite Godzilla iteration? There's like 70 years of history besides yours. There's like
Mhm.
70 years of history for like this universe.
I have to say the original, it's yeah. I always say this, but it's so I don't know,
It's
such a
incredible.
part of it's just such a part of our Japanese identity, that film, So it means so much to me that I get to be part of the world of Godzilla now, and that's where it all started. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll jump on that. I hadn't seen the original until signing on to do the show, and I was like, well, let's get into it. And watching it, it's unbelievable what they do with, just for me, it was like the sound, like like the soldiers are all getting together and all you hear is the like boom, boom. And I'm like, oh, Spielberg ripped this off for Jurassic Park. You know what I mean? Like you start seeing like how good they were at using sound to create this atmosphere of something larger than life, like, nearing. And the acting was unbelievable. It was just a true spectacle that holds up entirely.
Well, thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for listening. You can find the companion article for this podcast, along with all the other news for those who like superheroes, science fiction, and fantasy, films, TV shows, and other media at thecosmiccircus.com. Have a great day.